Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is something special, I don't even know how to call it. This is a BMW CE 04 and it is the electric motorcycle or scooter as you call it. As you see, it is really a different one in terms of the styling of the approach. As you see, the rear part, it is a belt driven engine, and it looks very futuristic, I would say. Let me welcome you to today's episode. ...650cc bike, 6 positions. The time for the electricity is here, guys, also in the motorcycle world. So this is a BMW CE 04 and it is completely electric. It has a 42 horsepower electric engine. It produces this power at 4900 revs, and the maximum torque is 62 Newton meters at 1000.5 revs. So very low. It has a nice pull from very beginning when you twist the throttle. Otherwise, it is also meant for 2 up. As you see, the seat is very long, and it has also very nicely integrated foot pegs here. It has 15-inch tires, 120, 70, 15 at the front, and 160, 60, 15 at the rear. It is equipped with double disc, 265 millimeters at the front, and single disc, the same dimension at the rear. It is also equipped with ABS. It has a keyless start, as you see, 4 different riding modes. Here we have 100 km left, then Eco, we have 111 kilometers left. Then we go to Rain, we have 109 kilometers left, and then we go to Road, we have 103 kilometers left. Overall, a very big screen. I think that it's very similar to that on the RT, if it's not the same. A very tiny, stylish, I would say, windscreen, and overall I think a very good looking scooter. You would ask yourself where it's the cable, where it's this electric engine, and I have to say that inside here. And if you press this one opens, and you see right now here you have the charging cable, so you can quickly charge it at home. And you have 2 possibilities. You can charge it in the normal way, and it takes 4 hours and 20 minutes from completely drained battery to fully charged battery. But if you go for the quick charger, the time it's shorter. You need only 1 hour and 40 minutes. What about the top speed? The BMW says 120, and it is blocked at this number. It reaches 50 kilometers per hour in 2.6 seconds. So this is something very nice, and I think that I would say that this scooter it's a fast one. Telescopic forks at the front and a swinger arm at the rear. The travel of the front forks is 100 millimeters, and at the rear it's 92 millimeters. LED lightnings. I have to mention the brakes. The levers are not adjustable. Charging point here and little part for some documents, and also the USB charging point here. Otherwise it has also the 12-volt socket. BMW says that this little part here is refreshing, so you can have the phone inside and you can be sure that your phone it is not gonna overheat. I would like also to mention that this is equipped also with the electronic reverse. So here you have the button to go in the reverse, the horn, and a very nicely shaped mirrors, I have to mention. You have to press the front brake and then it is ready to go. So if we go straight to the point, I have to say that the riding position is very comfortable on this one. You sit totally upright and your hands are on this handlebar, very relaxed. So riding position 5 out of 5, I would say. So the riding position, it's nice. My legs are very well positioned down here. I have enough space. I am 6'1" or 185 centimeters tall. The handlebar is among the widest, and I think it is 855 millimeters. And this contributes to a very agile ride, agile feel on this scooter. So it is a nimble machine, it is a light machine, even though it has 231 kilos, but these you cannot really feel. It is a light one, really. Now I am in road, and it goes nicely when you twist the throttle. So here you have the graphics showing you power and charge. So when you are not accelerating, your machine is charging on the left, and on the right it's the power, I mean the use of the power. The screen, it's perfect. It's very visible also in the daylight. The mirrors are very small, among the smallest that I ever tried, but I have to say that I see everything. I really see everything, and on both of them. So this is something that is unusual. I have some problems with other bikes, and I see 1/3 at least of my elbow, but here it's perfect. So the feel of this engine, it's totally different from a, let's say, 4-stroke scooter or a classic motorcycle. You just feel a little whistle, you know, that comes from the engine, from under your seat. Otherwise you cannot hear almost anything. It's quiet. So cruising at 60 kilometers per hour, it's like being stopped. This is a very slow speed for this scooter, and also the tires and the feel, it's very unique on this scooter. It's stable, I have to say, it's very stable. In this case, these 231 kilos comes in handy. Brakes are efficient. The very important thing on this machine, it's also that when you release the throttle, it brakes with the engine automatically, and it has quite a good amount of engine braking, you see. So there is no need to use so frequently the brakes on this. Okay, we will right now check the brakes. So we are right now at 60 kilometers per hour, and let's brake. Yeah, very efficient brakes, very efficient, with ABS, sure. A very good point, it's the turning circle, or the steering circle, as you want. As you see, it is a very good one. So you can do U-turns easily, very easily. The accelerations on this one are quick, and you can easily reach higher speeds, I mean 100 per hour. So let me check this right now. You just saw how easily it goes to 100 kilometers per hour. So in a few moments you are riding 100 kilometers per hour. If I would have to describe this engine, this electric engine, I would firstly say that it has instant power. These 42 horsepowers are quickly available, and having 62 Newton meters of torque at 1,500 RPM. This is a monstrous torque, I have to say, and even 2 up, I think that this machine is capable. In the eco mode, it drains your battery slower, and the throttle response, it is way less aggressive. It is a difference. It is a difference. From the eco and dynamic, it's a big difference. Even from the road mode to the dynamic mode, so the transition, you feel there is a difference. This scooter feels bigger than average, and this is also the case of the wheelbase. So for all the dimensions, please check it. I will put it on the screen. So let's leave it now in dynamic. So in dynamic, the battery drains quicker, but we still have 82 kilometers till empty, so it's enough. It feels very planted. That's why it's a pleasure riding it a bit faster in the twisties. So after an hour of ride, I have to comment the seat. It is not so, let's say, pleasant anymore, but still bearable. Suspension, it's adequate. It's not too hard, not too soft, and it absorbs these bumps in the city very nicely. The feel, it's almost like being on a naked bike, so there is a completely unturbulent air coming to you. So this is a nicely designed and a very aerodynamic scooter. The famous reverse button. How to use it? Press the button, you see R in front of you on the screen, and then give it a bit of throttle and it goes in the reverse direction. Three pros and three cons. The first pro, it's the ride itself. It rides very nicely. So it is quick enough and it's planted, and this is something I like a lot. The second pro are the brakes that are really efficient and they bite immediately. And the third pro is the technology. So here you have all those features that you may need or you may not, but you have them. So the scooter, it's recharging when you're riding downhill. It has riding modes, so if you feel to go into dynamic, you can. If you feel to ride it in eco mode, you can. This one has also heated grips, and it has also reverse. Three cons, guys. The first con, it's the range. So now we have 70 kilometers left, and it drains quickly. I have to say it. If you push a little bit, it drains quickly. So the battery should be a little bit more capable. The second con, it's the seat. I would expect a bit softer and more comfortable seat. The third con, it's the price of this scooter. This comes at 12,450 euros, and it's pricey. For such a scooter, it's pricey. Even though it's electric, and even though it has a lot of technology and it's quality made, I think that BMW could go lower on this one. Okay guys, just before we conclude, I have to say a big thank you to Selma Celje. Guys there are really kind, and they're doing a very nice job there. So thank you very much, guys. Final words. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and till the next one.